what would happen if the daughter says, "But Dad, I love him," or the son says, "She's so hot."
Yeah.
What would happen if they told the parents no?
Well,
in those time periods.
Yeah, I mean, if you really went against your parents like that, instead of receiving your endowment.
Wait, sorry, was this arranged? It was arranged, right?
Yeah, it's arranged. I think when it comes to arranged marriage, people have this sort of understanding that it's like, oh, it all happens from when they're 5 and they'll never have a say in it. What you have is like matchmakers and stuff like that. And you have, even if you look at more recent history, if you look at Europe and stuff like that, they would call it the mean person, so to speak. So this mean person will probably understand in the community who's single, what dowries they're bringing, what the men are going to be making. And then in their minds, they're going to be like, okay, these might be good pairings. They might suggest different pairings. And then however you guys do that negotiation, then it would happen. So then you can see in marriage contracts back then, how they do these kinds of things. If a daughter, to answer your question, was like, no, I don't, screw this, I love this person, Romeo and Juliet style or whatever. What would probably happen, I mean, and I know there's all stuff with the church and how that would probably be something different, but they would probably not receive their dowry, so to speak. So it would say you run off or you elope, so to speak, you're written out of your portion, your marriage portion, or if you're a son and you do the same thing, whatever your inheritance is going to be is going to go away. And that's a decision that you make. And nowadays in our culture, it's kind of the same thing. Parents aren't really expected to contribute anything in that regard. The future father-in-law, so to speak, men don't look at him and say, okay, what's the contribution from him? So there's been this change where the way wealth is threaded isn't really the same. And I mean, a lot of people are in a bad situation anyways. They can barely figure out retirement. They don't have something to give. Or the parents are already divorced, so